So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there's a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Blue 45! Blue 45!
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week. But the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Justin Houston in there for sack number 85 of his great career. Moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Miller. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First carry now for Tyler Ervin. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and throwing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Flushed out right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff to Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. 10. And touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 82 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. Underneath for Miller. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out.
Snap pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. Unable to corral him. He fights through. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to the booth right after this. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go now. Green 39.
On 1st down, Mahomes. That is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Ready. Green 39.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Coney Ely in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that is going to be incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And as a result, possession switches hands. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
There we go now. Green.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to go deep for Conley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Hey. Ready. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Green, 39.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Muscling free near the 40. He's got the hook up with Conley. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's all.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams...
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown! Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Ready, blue 45.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Here we go, blue 45, blue 45.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Mahomes now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Back now in Mexico City. as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Here we go now. Green 90.
He's going to get it running right. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw in here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown. That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Butker now to kick this one away. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. Going deep for Hupp, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down.
44 Mike. Check. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this offense on third down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dumps it complete to Miller. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
3 down. Here we go. What? 90.
Two yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now this time he'll look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Now let's go.
Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. This offense so far on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds his man Griffin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll look to throw here. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Mahomes going to throw it here. Forced out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And again, it's Mahomes. Airing one out for Crowder. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. You can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.